What if the missing piece in your healthy routine isn't what you're eating, but the living signals your food no longer delivers?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster. Today we're examining how fermented foods reshape your gut environment, immune signaling, and even stress responses in ways modern, sterile diets rarely match.
I'm Alara Sky. We'll keep this focused on what the research shows. Fermentation changes food before you eat it, and those changes alter how you digest, absorb, and signal. Not by permanently colonizing your gut, but by shifting chemistry as the microbes and their byproducts pass through.
Fermented foods consistently deliver high counts of live microorganisms, often at least 1 million per gram, buffered by the food matrix, which helps them survive stomach acid better than isolated capsules. Most are transient. They act like short-term visitors that release acids, enzymes, and metabolites, nudging your pH, slowing harmful microbes, and supporting species you already host.
That chemical shift is central. Fermentation increases short-chain fatty acids like acetate and butyrate, which fuel your colon cells and help maintain tight junctions. When those junctions hold, you limit the passage of irritants into your bloodstream, supporting gut barrier integrity that shows up as calmer digestion and steadier inflammation control.
Fermentation also transforms nutrients into more usable forms. Proteins are partially broken down into bioactive peptides that can support vascular relaxation and antioxidant defenses. At the same time, anti-nutrients such as phytates are reduced, improving mineral availability. Certain vitamins, especially folate and vitamin K2, rise because microbes synthesize them inside the food, embedding them in a matrix that often absorbs well.
Different ferments act through different pathways. Dairy ferments emphasize peptides and lactose-digesting enzymes. Vegetable ferments deliver organic acids and activated polyphenols. Grain ferments such as true sourdough alter starch and protein structure. Variety matters because each category brings a distinct microbial signature and metabolite profile.
It's also important to separate fermented from probiotic. Probiotics require named strains with strain-specific evidence in rigorous human trials. Fermented foods often contain live microbes but are not automatically probiotics. Still, they improve food safety by lowering pH and producing antimicrobials that suppress pathogens. And each product is its own ecosystem shaped by ingredients, salt, time, and temperature.
Large diet trials show a practical pattern. Regular intake, about 6 daily servings across yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, and similar foods, increases microbiome diversity while lowering systemic inflammation. That combination is associated with reduced risk patterns for metabolic, inflammatory, and stress-related conditions, pointing to broad benefits that go beyond digestion.
Those same mechanisms touch your gut-brain axis. A 2024 review describes fermented foods as a whole food strategy that delivers microbes plus metabolites that influence stress circuitry, mood regulation, and cognition. Human studies often find improvements in perceived stress or cognitive measures even when microbiome composition shifts are modest, suggesting the metabolites and immune signaling are doing the work.
If you want to start, fix the absence of living food first. Add small, consistent servings rather than large, sporadic doses. Choose raw, grass-fed yogurt when possible, and buy sauerkraut or kimchi from the refrigerated section. Shelf-stable versions are often pasteurized. If you drink kombucha, check the label for added sugar post-fermentation.
Match your intake to tolerance. If you're dealing with bloating or loose stools, begin with a forkful of fermented vegetables or a few ounces of fermented dairy once a day. Gradual exposure rebuilds microbial signals without overwhelming you. Support the terrain by avoiding seed oils and processed foods, since linoleic acid-rich oils promote gut inflammation and mitochondrial dysfunction.
Use variety to broaden resilience. Rotate dairy, vegetable, and grain ferments. With bread, look for true sourdough made with a live starter and long fermentation. often 12 to 24 hours, not standard loaves acidified with vinegar. Eating fermented foods with meals improves digestion and mineral absorption and reduces the chance of discomfort compared with taking them on an empty stomach.
Track your response for 2 to 4 weeks. Note stool quality, bloating, appetite, and energy. Adjust type and amount based on what you see. If you experience headaches, flushing, or hives after fermented foods, a pattern consistent with histamine intolerance, consult a practitioner familiar with histamine issues rather than pushing through.
There's also broader diet guidance attached to this topic. Foods to include for metabolic health emphasize butter and ghee, eggs, tallow, dairy fat like raw cheese or raw milk, coconut oil, dark chocolate, bone broth, collagen or gelatin, ground beef or bison, gelatinous cuts such as shank, cheek, oxtail, and pork hock, well-cooked vegetables, in-season ripe fruit, white rice, mesa harina, sourdough bread, occasional well-cooked beans, maple syrup, honey, organic sweet orange juice, quality lemonade, organic grape juice, and well-cooked peeled potatoes or sweet potatoes, along with beets, turnips, and quality cassava flour.
An expanded foods to avoid list highlights industrial seed and vegetable oils, soybean, corn, sunflower, safflower, canola/rapeseed, cottonseed, grapeseed, rice bran, peanut, along with vegetable oil blends. It also lists store-bought baked goods, certain raw vegetables typically eaten uncooked, chia seeds, common nuts and seeds and their butters, many dairy alternatives, alcohol, lean muscle meats without collagen balance, flax and soy products, hummus and chickpeas, plant-based meat substitutes, and daily or excessive beans or legumes. This pattern aligns with reducing linoleic acid and processed inputs while favoring whole, well-prepared foods.
Bring it together with a simple plan. Introduce one fermented food with a meal each day this week. Rotate types next week. Keep portions small enough to feel comfortable. Remove seed oils from your kitchen, and monitor your notes. You're rebuilding signals your gut recognizes, consistently, not perfectly.
Here's your challenge. Over the next 14 days, add one small serving of a different fermented food with a main meal at least 5 days per week. Avoid seed oils entirely during the same period, and keep a one-line daily note on digestion and energy to guide your next steps. Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.